Hello, and thank you for joining me again here on Soul Sister Psychics. And for those of you who are joining me for the first time, thank you and welcome. Um, if you would like a reading from me, you may text me at 404 333 8378. Okay? And please do subscribe and like, and I welcome all comments and questions. Please put your questions down below as to what you would want me to address in the future for my next videos, or even anything that I may have may and may not have said in any of my previous videos. So once again, thank you. I am just going to talk about what I see as what is happening and what we should be expecting to next within the United States. First of all, I want to say that things had to happen. The timing, I believe, the timing had to happen in the way that it did here in the United States, because had the United States taken a stronger intervention earlier, to prevent even the number of deaths that we have had, there would have been too much opposition, because there's too many people who are still believing that this is just the flu. This is not the flu. Stop comparing this to the flu with the numbers and the deaths, because this is not the flu. It is a virus, yes, but so is cancer, and there is no comparison with the three. Stop comparing this to the flu. This is much more serious, and the timing of this had to happen in this way because people still having that mentality, or thinking rather, I should say, that they're making more of this than what it really is, and they're taking this too far, or they're affecting my finances, so on and so forth. And the way that United States, how we have a lot of entitlement and arrogance about us, of feeling that things just absolutely cannot happen to us here. And this is a world thing. This is not a United States thing. This is not a China thing. This is a world thing. And the timing of this had to happen in this way to get people's attention, because that's how far people need to be brought down out of everything that is happening around them, and being brought to a point of going within. This is really, really pulling everybody, sitting everybody down, and it's going to take everybody to the same position. Everybody is going to experience the same thing as the next person. Everybody is going to experience having and then not having, needing and reaching out for help, and or the giving of, being brought down to a level of oneness and stillness. So with that being said, the of what I see getting ready to happen within the United States, there's going to be a lot of deaths. I'm not a religious person. I once was. I'm not anymore. I'm very spiritual. I had an analogy come to me of Noah's Ark. And I thought, okay, universe, of all analogies to give, but it really is fitting to what is happening right now. People are being warned and told about what is going on, just like with Noah in the biblical story. He was telling people what he was receiving. He was telling people what was going to happen. And he was laughed at and he was mocked. When he started building the ark, people made fun of him and he was ridiculed, and, seeing him load the animals. But then when the rains came and he had shut the doors, and the flood, and people really saw that, this was really serious, they were banging on the doors, crying, help me, let us in. This, the reality set in. And that really, as an analogy, is what's happening here. People are being warned, and a lot of people are not taking heed. And when the time comes, there's going to be a lot of crying out, a lot of people saying, help me, and really feeling a state of despair. But that is what is to come. That's what I see that is to come. But on the flip side of it, it's the only way to really wake people up. It's the only way. There are a lot of people that are still viewing things one-sided because they have the comforts of their financial savings and so forth. But even people whom had some form of savings and now their income has stopped, there are people whom they could not relate to those that did not have savings or those that didn't have a career. This virus is going to bring everybody to the same level. It's going to cause everybody to experience the same thing, even as far as having and then not having, needing help and having to reach out for others. It's going to change perspectives, and those that were, even just using the word ignorant of what it was like not to have, what it was like to be afraid of, where am I going to go next? Those people who had a good income but never had any savings and lived their life, really well, but didn't save anything, and now their income has stopped, and they too will be experiencing not having or needing or having to go within. But the bottom line is, with everybody being brought to the same level and everybody experiencing the same thing, when this is over, it's going to cause people to be more united, more as one. There are those people that were in work situations where their stress level was so high, their energy level was always, on high levels, because they were always meeting deadlines and were really corporate focused, job focused. After when the universe sits that person, that individual's down, when the United States goes into their lockdown, and the United States will go into a lockdown, and I believe it will be like for 1 month. There's going to be people who are just going to decompress and relax, and they're not going to be willing to return quickly back to that high stress level. Things will be conducted differently. It will be on a more relaxed level, a more unified level of more reaching out. A lot of the working at home it's not just going to stay in place. It's going to be, I think it's going to get advanced. Like, I think it will become, not right away, but eventually it'll become a norm for people to have a room in their house specifically for work. And no matter what job, they may go from one job to another, it's easily convertible to be able to convert for the requirements of one job or the new job that they may then acquire. So changes like that will occur as far as making things easier of a way of life afterwards. It's going to be this the start of something new, and a foundation being built, because people will enjoy the changes that were made. It includes the environment. People are going to be able to see the changes within the earth and see that to help improve the earth, it does not have to take years and years and years. We're able to see the changes actually within weeks and months. And I think that as a world, we're going to implement something that will cause to keep the levels low like this. Like they're not going to be so quick to return back to the normal way of allowing society to operate and grow. This is really a breakdown time, a re-gardening, a retilling of the soil and planting new seeds, and a time of a beginning of starting something new. I believe we're going through the same thing within our political system here. Real quick touch on like Brexit. I never saw Brexit really um, going through. I saw like a revote taking place. So I think that what will happen after we come up out of this, um, the changes, there will be changes made and there will be a revote. And so then that will make changes to what is considered Brexit right now. Um, Here in the States, politically, like I've always felt that Trump was going to do a second term. I did feel an energy shift. Um, like it was like last year, like it sped up. And I've always felt that Trump was necessary. I don't support him. I don't agree with him. But what he is doing, of the waking up of people, bringing people's attention, all being, bringing everyone together, having a conversation. On one level, he's like really, really dividing the country, but yet on the other level, there's so many people that are becoming aware because of all the changes, and and I've always said that not enough bad has happened in order for Trump to be out of office. Now, with that being said, I'm not clear with what I see as far as it going to be the Trump in office again, or would it be a new Democratic? Now, I do see as far as I do feel it's going to be a Biden-Harris ticket, but I don't know. It's like I can actually see it happening in both ways, but I think because of the way that this energy shift is shifting so fast, the vibration is being raised so fast because more and more people are waking up, that it's like really shifting the direction that we're going. So, and it's like now it's like I'm not really clear, but yet I can see which way, if it happens where Trump were to get into office again, it will be because there is more exposure and awakening and that needs to be done. Like we're not finished. So, and if that is the case, then he will be in office again. But if we've really gotten this that quickly, and are ready to really make those shifts and make those change, then it will go to a Democratic Party, and it will be Biden-Harris. That's what I feel. But once again, because the energy is shifting so fast, I'm not clear anymore. But I've always felt that he was going to get a second term simply because there is more exposure that needs to be done. Now, this virus and the way that the government is handling things now is going to be also another part of the exposure. Like I believe like there's going to be so many lawsuits and contracts that were unnecessarily made, and there's going to be some exposure that's getting ready to be done. And I still feel like the banking industry, there's going to be something within the banking industry that's going to come out where it's just all going to be tied together. But there's still more cleaning out and exposing that yet is need to be done, and just what's yet to get exposed here in 2020. Not to mention after the election is over with, but it's very, very, very important for everybody to get out there and vote, and make your voices heard. And because if we're really going to make that change, let's make that change. Let's all get in there together, and because we are all being brought together as one right now. And there's a lot of I can't say that a lot of people are in full clarity, because just for the simple fact that there's people thinking that numbers are being inflated, and this is just like the flu, and they're overreacting, and especially the harsh rhetoric of got to get back to work. That one just, it's such a slave mentality to me. And it's as if the roots of the old ways of doing things, it's like those roots are being pulled out. And every time that, I hear the talk about, got to get back to work, we're going, we got to keep going, got to make our economy strong again. It's more focused on the money than it is on the people. And it should not be that way. And those are the things that are changing, those roots. It's pulling up all those old weeds and roots and planting new seeds. And that is the time that we are in right now. So continue to pay attention, continue to go within. And in the time that we go within, even within our homes, and a lot of people starting gardens and so forth, that kind of, it's going to continue. We will come out healthier out of this. I feel like a part of this cleanse that has taken place of those that will be passing away. I feel like a lot of unhealthy people are going to be transitioning on. And as a whole, as a oneness, as a collective consciousness, we will be a healthier people. We're raising our vibration, where the earth is being cleaned, and we're going to continue that cleanliness. We're raising our vibration. We're being as one, not just subconsciously, but consciously. And there's going to be a lot of good that comes out of this. So within every change, it is uncomfortable. Growing up in your body, as a child, everybody experienced growing pains when the hormones and so forth began to increase. Everybody experienced new emotions. Change is uncomfortable, but within all of that becomes order. So with all of that said, I want to send love and light to everybody. I encourage you all to do daily meditation, go within for the answers, and know that everything is going to be okay. It really is. Love and light. Would like a reading from me? Text me 404-333-8378. Please subscribe, like, and comment below. Thank you.